Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Islamic or Sharia law, session 21. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Alhamdulillah wa salatu wassalamu ala rasulullah amma ba'd. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Treaty, that is obligations. It is necessary to fulfill obligations, as said in Ayah 5-1. O you who believe, fulfill obligations. The word includes personal contracts as well as treaties, as said in Ayah 17-34. Fulfill every obligation, for every obligation will be inquired into. It means the breaking of an obligation is accountable. B. The fulfillment of obligations is the sign, characteristic of believers. As said in Ayah 23-8, those who faithfully observe their trusts and their covenants. Also, in Ayah 70-32, in Ayah 3-75, 3-177, 70-32. C. The Quran presents a comprehensive guidance when says in Ayah 61-2-3, O you who believe, when you say, which you do not, grievously odious it is in the sight of Allah that you say that which you do not do. A man's act must coincide with he says. D. To fulfill your covenant with Allah is also a necessity, as said in Ayah 16-91 and 6-152, and fulfill the covenant of Allah. Covenant with Allah also includes those responsibilities which man takes upon himself with his belief in Allah. In those who break the obligations with the Islamic State, it is said in Ayah 13-25. Those who break the covenant with Allah after ratifying it and cut asunder the human relationship which Allah has commanded should be joined and make mischief on earth. For them is the curse, theirs is the terrible abode. At yet another place it is called selling of obligations. Ayah 16-95, also 3-76 and 2-41. Nor sell the covenant of Allah for a miserable price for the sake of worldly gains. In our opinion, it also includes the conspiracies against an Islamic State, which the intriguers bring about in league with the enemy. The biggest and the basic covenant between man and Allah, which makes the man a believer, is that he sells his life and property to Allah, as said in Ayah 9-111. It is a reality that Allah purchases of the believers their persons and their wealth and gives them a heavenly life in return. Note that it is not a matter of belief alone. It is meant to be brought into practice. Its practical shape is that it is a contract between an Islamic State and the believers in the name of Allah. This is not the place for its explanation. For contacts with other state, it will be discussed under state affairs. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to finish this session here. So I just want to make sure that the titles are covered. So title of treaty and obligation, this finishes here. So we'll continue with Islamic law further. Let's pray very remorsefully and repentfully from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He gives us the wisdom and He gives us that true intention to learn Holy Quran in its right sense and right feel, and then gives us the courage and strength to apply it on ourselves, our families, our societies, countries, and world as a whole. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be our best guide and protector, and He bestows upon us what is best suited for us. Ladies and gentlemen, please take care of yourselves, your near and dears, and your environment as a whole. Inshallah, till next session. Allah Hafiz.